Hello, I'm Mulligan. Thank you for checking out my story. It means a lot to me that you're watching. My name is Mulligan, but most people call me Molly. My mom named me that. She says I'm named after a golf term that means do-over, or getting a second shot. And well, since I'm adopted, you can say I got my second chance, which changed my world. I remember that day, when they introduced me to my new parents. I couldn't hold back my excitement. I literally jumped around like a crazy girl. Then, when we got to my new home, as you can see, I was feeling right at home, and maybe a little tired too. This is my beautiful mommy. I love her so much. She's the best mommy anyone could ask for sure. We go to Starbucks all the time, and they know us there. We're kind of famous. And here is my goofball dad. I would say we're letting our hair blow in the wind, but he's bald. He's my hairless father. Aww. And this is my pretty sister. She's the best. I love my big sister. It's hard to tell in this picture, but I'm wearing a pink tutu and making it look real good. I really love being a part of my family. After I left the rescue place, I got to do and see so many amazing things. Here, I'll show you some of my favorites. The first one, who doesn't love playing with toys? As you can tell, I do. I went through a few of them. Okay, maybe I've gone through a lot of them, but my family keeps buying me more and more. Going for walks is one of my favorite things too. We would go for miles and miles. Oh, and on those hot summer days as we were walking, if I saw a sprinkler going off, I would just stand over it like I was at a car wash. Mommy said I was silly, but it really felt so good. We live in Colorado, so we get all 4 seasons here, and if we can't go for a walk, my favorite word to hear is ride. That word makes me so happy, because I know that means we're going for a car ride, and those are truly the best. You could say I was a spoiled little girl, or as my family would say, overly loved. Another thing I've always loved to do is dress up. If it was for a St. Patrick's Day parade, or even just to go outside on a cold day, it didn't matter. I'm lucky enough to have an awesome wardrobe full of stuff to wear. Oh. Guess what? I also have a hidden talent most people don't know about. I'm a great singer. Maybe I need a little more practice, but that doesn't stop me from trying. I had the best life ever. And I didn't even mention all the treats. They never lasted long, but boy were they good.
Yeah, go ahead. Is that so good? That's your favorite?
Oh, just like everyone, with each year that passed, I got older. And as you can see, I started getting gray hair showing my age, but I still felt young at heart. Once I turned 12, though, that's when things started to change for me and my family. The first thing my parents noticed was that I was having trouble with my balance on my back legs, and I really was struggling. Although I didn't feel any pain, I was having trouble climbing stairs, so I had to slow down. It wasn't too much longer after that I had to slow down just walking in the yard. Something felt odd, but I didn't know what was going on. Mom and Dad took me to the doctor and they ran some tests, and we were happy to hear that they didn't find anything. They even took my blood, and nothing showed up as a problem, but we knew something wasn't right, or getting better. Then, I lost my appetite, which was never a problem for me before. Since I was young, I could eat anything and everything. But now I wasn't feeling hungry and I just didn't want to eat much. My mom asked her friends and they said to try CBD. Although my balance wasn't getting any better, I did get my appetite back and started eating more and more. That got back to normal and I was happy about that. Plus, Mom switched me from dry food to a combination of wet canned foods and dry. I have to admit, I kinda liked the change up. Unfortunately, my back legs were not getting any better. In fact, they started getting worse. That was scary for all of us. My parents went to work on finding a cause for what was happening to my legs, and one day they learned of a disease none of us heard of before. It was something called DM, Degenerative Myelopathy, which is a neurological disorder for some dogs. As luck would have it, me being part of boxer and part Ridgeback, that made me more susceptible to getting the disease. That's a total bummer for sure, and it turned out to be what I had. My sissy was also thinking about how to help me get around, and that's when she mentioned getting me a bike. And guess what showed up for me? A blue bike. To be honest, I wasn't too sure about that. I mean, I never rode a bike, ever. My dad set it up, and on my first attempt, I was thoroughly confused. But eventually, I got better and started cruising again. My back legs were weak, but still moving around. That's why my parents noticed something else. It was something called knuckling. I couldn't get my back paws to flip forward like before or get my pads down on the ground. Kinda like they were now lazy or not listening to my brain. My mom and dad also read about getting braces for my back legs to help me walk steadily. Unfortunately, my legs were too weak and felt too heavy for me. Someone told my parents about a puppy chiropractor and see if that could help. Unfortunately, that didn't help or slow down my progression. It wasn't long after that my back legs wouldn't work at all. I'm not in any pain, but very confused when I try to get up. My front legs were strong, but I couldn't feel or get my back legs to work. The good news? My bike has been awesome in helping me still go for short walks around the park or walk around the yard. The next thing my parents learned might help me was acupuncture and electrical stimulation. Here's me and my dad showing up for the appointment. The nice veterinarian put needles all over me and then connect wires to them. That seems really weird, but my legs would start to twitch around. Crazy, huh? Unfortunately, this DM isn't something that will get any better, but we can only hope to slow the progression. Our lives have changed a lot over just a couple months, but again, I'm not hurting, and my parents keep using my bike to get me around. I'm also still taking medications like Galliprant and gabapentin. I don't know what they mean, but Mom and Dad made sure they don't affect my kidneys and my liver. I take them every day to help keep me comfortable. The last thing I've been having trouble with is I keep having accidents while I'm laying down or when someone helps me get up. That little pressure on my belly makes me go sometimes. My mommy is pretty good though with keeping those puppy pads on me. I'm not a puppy, but it does seem to help. I really hope my video helps anyone with questions about their puppy and degenerative myelopathy. It's not the easiest to handle from my side because I'm just confused and get anxious like never before. I believe it's because I realized I need help with stuff that was never a problem before. My family has been amazing, but I also understand it's not easy for them either. I need so much help just getting around. I feel they love me so much. They're just trying everything they can for me. The one and only blessing is that this entire time, I haven't been in any pain. Being a part of a family and being overly loved is what I wish upon each and every one of you. Also, just think about how happy we will be when we see each other again in heaven. Keep those tails wagging.